Tell me, you know the X-Men? Yeah. Well, while in the world of Marvel and X-Men, only a small percentage of people have superpowers. However, in the world of My Hero Academia, it's the opposite. Over 80% of the population has superpowers called quirks. And with a bunch of people with superpowers running around, you'd imagine a lot of people would use them for nefarious acts. So, a school was formed. It was called UA High, made for the gifted quirk users that want to become heroes. And for one Katsuki Bakugo, he would become one of the most influential heroes of them all. Young Bakugo was constantly praised by adults, saying how good of a hero he would one day become. All this would go to his head, causing him to extensively bully those he sees underneath him, such as one Izuku Midoriya who didn't have a quirk. He would nickname him Deku. Oh, like the tree from Legend of Zelda? No, like Deku Nobu, which means useless, good for nothing, all that jazz. Huh. So, how far did this bullying go?
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.
Hey, what the fuck? Well, eventually when Bakugo became a teenager, he would enroll in UA High. However, before he could, a slime monster would attempt to possess Bakugo and change the rating of the anime. Unexpectedly, Deku would race towards Bakugo's aid. Despite all the bullying, Deku tried to help him. He was helped by a nobody. This probably didn't do well for old Bakugo's ego. Kind of explains his explosive temper. Sort of like his own quirk. He can blow shit up. And what's not to love? Bakugo would enter UA, and while he was doing well, his basic explosions were not enough to keep up with his other classmates' more versatile quirks. So he had to get really creative with his explosions. His explosions work due to his sweat actually containing nitroglycerin, a highly volatile substance that makes things go bang. He can focus these explosions to propel himself through the air, fire explosive projectiles, or cause explosions big enough to fill up an entire stadium. And in his time in UA, he's also acquired a suit, which has functionality that helps him get an edge. Bakugo can store his sweat in his grandineer bracers, which, when the pin is pulled, can generate massive kabooms. And he also has freaking guns that come out of his back! You'd be mistaken to think he'd be part cyborg or something. UA science is the greatest in the world! He even caused a goddamn fire tornado explosion. Assuming these tornadoes match those of your standard tornadoes, at minimum, it would be able to reach wind speeds of over 200 miles per hour. But at their most powerful, they can potentially reach 300 miles per hour. For context, wind speeds of just 100 miles per hour are strong enough to destroy entire buildings. Winds over 300 miles per hour can decimate cities. That would be well over 200 tons of TNT. You know, it only just hit me that TNT would be the more fitting way to measure his power. Although Homeland Security might be more vigilant over my internet history now. I wonder who that could be. Well, I'm gonna go check that out, and when we come back, we'll go over Bakugo's opponent, Shinra Kusakabe. Oh, hello, officer. How are you doing today?